How to layer serums. 1. Layer on clean skin. As a general rule of thumb, serums are supposed to be applied on clean, dry skin. This is for maximum absorption and maximum benefits. So before anything else, make sure you've cleansed properly and removed all your makeup. If you exfoliate, do it before you start layering, and make sure your upcoming serums don't contain exfoliants. If you use a face toner, you can use it before starting to layer serums. Just make sure the toner is absorbed fully and your skin is dry. Start from the lightest. To properly layer serums, start with the one that has the thinnest consistency. Rather than focusing on the purpose of the serum, such as brightening or calming, focus on the texture. But this is where it gets tricky. While doing your skincare routine, you can easily differentiate thin from thick between serums and creams. But know that serums come in different consistencies too. There are water-like, clear serums, but there are also lotion-like, thicker serums. Just by looking at the color, it's safe to assume that clear ones are usually water-based, and the thinnest, whereas goopy ones are thicker and go on top of water-like serums. And lastly, lotion-like, white-colored serums are thicker and tend to be more emollient and creamy. Take a look at the image below. These are all face serums in different consistencies. The right order here would be starting with the one on the far left and finishing with the one on the far right. GIF by Aolify. Of course, there's always an exception to any rule, so the best way to know is to feel the products yourself on the back of your hands to compare consistencies. 3. Allow each serum to dry. After your first serum and between each face serum, make sure you let your skin fully absorb the product. This usually takes a couple of minutes. Personally, I like to use a little hand ventilator to speed up the process. Additionally, thicker serums or serums that feel a bit creamy require more time to dry down. While applying these types of serums, you can also try massaging your face. This increases circulation and absorption and enhances your results. I believe massaging serums into my face is why my wrinkles look smoother even if I don't use a wrinkle serum. 4. Use no more than 3-4 different serums. How many different serums can you use at once? There is no right answer to this. However, using our common sense, we can infer that there's a sweet spot where your skin absorbs all the serums you apply before they start to pile up and become completely useless. This will depend largely on the exact serums you use. I think the most I tried was 5 different serums. Though I loved my results, there's no way for me to know if the last 2 or 3 absorbed or just stayed on my skin. So to avoid potentially wasting your products, stick with 3 or 4 serums. Needless to say, more serums require more time to apply. 5. Apply little amounts. Again, using our common sense, there's no point in applying a generous amount of each serum when you're about to layer like there's no tomorrow. There's a correct amount of each product to use to cover your whole face. And for face serums, it's a pea-sized amount. And while layering serums, you can use a tiny bit less than that. 6. Be consistent. I guarantee that you'll be consistent with serum layering after your first try because the results are amazing. But still, just to remind you, don't make this a one-time thing. Your results improve even more when you're consistent. The first time I tried this, I did it every evening for 7 days in a row. 7. Finish with a moisturizer. To complete your layering, finish your routine with a moisturizer. Now that your skin is replenished, hydrated, and glowing, your moisturizer will blanket it and seal everything in. So this is how to properly layer your serums for your glowiest skin ever. If you've tried different serums individually and aren't satisfied with your results, try layering to maximize the effects.